responsible for this program.
Okay. So, ist wahrscheinlich ein bisschen laut bei euch. Moment. So. Ich weiß nicht, ob es von der Lautstärke her jetzt passt. Falls zu laut, zu leise ist oder so. Ich glaube, ein bisschen zu laut, oder? So. Ich hoffe, jetzt passt so von Lautstärke her. Klingt noch gut. Okay, Moment. Machen wir mal so.
This program is brought to you by the following
Persona 4 Arena.
Okay, so, wo waren wir? Wo waren wir? Waren wir gerade bei irgendwem?
To the Velvet Room. This place exists between dream and reality, mind and matter. Now then, why don't you?
Waren wir mit
introduce
Labrys
yourself?
fertig? Mehr oder weniger? Ich weiß nicht mehr, schon so ewig her. Moment, ich schau mal schnell. Wenn ich mich richtig erinnere, war es glaube ich so, dass wir mit Labrys so weit fertig waren, dass wir glaube ich mit den anderen die Story durchspielen konnten. Beziehungsweise im Moment, da unten ist doch was. Das ist Labrys. Die hat ein goldenes P1. Ich glaube, das heißt, wir waren mit der Story von der fertig. Was mich auch ein bisschen wundert ist, warum der Speicherstand von Labrys irgendwie aus dem Jahr 2005 ist. Sehr merkwürdig. Moment. Na, hast du deinen Namen geändert? Ja, okay. Also wir waren mit Labrys Story fertig und können jetzt die Cliffhanger-Enden von den anderen fertig spielen. Würde ich sagen, machen wir mit dem weiter. Mit dem wir auch ganz am Anfang angefangen haben.
Very well.
Jetzt müssen wir natürlich mal gucken, wie wir das mit dem Zeug da machen. Mit dem Kämpfen und so, weil ich bin komplett raus. Mal schauen, ob ich das noch kann. Ich glaube, das kennen wir mehr oder weniger schon. Bla bla bla. Marco. Kennen wir, glaube ich, schon. Okay. Okay, schauen wir uns das mal an. Danach geht's dann weiter. Glaube ich. Oh weh. Ganze Punkte verloren. Au, au, au.
I am a shadow. The true self. That's my face.
I saw metal limbs, golden eyes, a ponytail, and a mirror image of Miss President's face, even though she was standing behind me, trembling.
How about it? You wanted to see what I am, didn't you?
Und Mikuya Level auch zurückgesetzt. Oh. Ja, ich nehme an, das ist in der Datenbank mit dem Usernamen gespeichert. Oh. Jetzt darfst du von neu anfangen. Nee, ich glaube, Erfahrungspunkte kannst du bei Mikuya nicht geben. Also selbst ich könnte dir keine geben. Das ist, Meh.
Why does she look like me? That's its true form. That thing is your shadow. This is a shadow? She really came from inside me?
Riza tries to calm Miss President, but the girl shakes her head in denial and squeezes her eyes shut. While Miss President refuses to look at this mechanical-looking being, I now understand what is going on. Because this isn't the first time I've seen a robotic girl before. All the facts match up. The way she was able to run so fast without so much as breathing heavily, even in the TV world. The sense of wrongness that I'd had when Miss President had asked me about killing my friends. The way she avoided telling me her name. That superhuman strength when she hit Hier, and that incredible jump to get away from us. And the Shadow's ability to interfere with the senses of other people. Just as Margaret had said, all the pieces to the puzzle were laid out before me. They've all come together and now I can see the truth. She's indeed Labrys. Labrys, another weapon with a heart, stolen by someone unknown and thrown into the TV world, created this school and forced us to fight our friends. This deep-rooted depression regarding her past memories, all of this took the form of Labrys' shadow, who manipulated everything here.
Labrys, don't look away. If you don't accept her, she'll get even stronger.
Labrys only shivers when I call out to her. There has to be some reason why she believed that she was the student council president. But that's just a disguise, more for herself than for us. No matter how comfortable it is, it's only there to cloud her eyes from the truth.
I don't know what your past was like. It must have had some painful memories. But you have us with you now. We're going to get you out of here.
I call out to Labrys while keeping an eye on the shadow. A shadow is the darkness within a person's heart. Unless it is accepted by the person it came from, it will never disappear for good. But with that in mind, all we can do is watch over her as she accepts this darkness within her. We'll have to protect her when the shadow goes berserk and tries to kill her. But Labrys continues to shake her head and tremble violently. My words aren't getting through to her.
You hear that, me? Your friend is trying to tell you something. Too bad he doesn't understand at all. These clowns are so hopelessly naive.
The shadow laughs shrilly. It continues to smear more poison into Labrys' heart.
I wish I could have made them feel my pain. What it's like having to murder one another. That sadness and pain and anguish. Everything went black, and I was always left alone.
Warum will er nicht du anzeigen? Das ist eine gute Frage. Keine Ahnung.
I'm a weapon. A machine made only to fight. No human can understand my suffering. Stop! I've had enough. I'm human. I'm not like that.
This isn't good. I settle into a fighting stance, ready for anything, though I have a good idea what's going to happen. Oh, man.
Still clinging to that? Then take a look at what you really are.
The shadow's eyes gleam with golden light. The change begins immediately. A shimmer runs across Labrys' body, and instead of normal human girl there had been a moment ago, she has a metallic body just like her shadow.
No! No!
Labrys loses all composure and scratches at her arm, trying tear away the metal that had appeared. But there was more to her change than just her arms. Her legs, waist, chest, even her head, everything not covered by her clothing, was now obviously mechanical. The reality that she didn't want to face. There are no words we can say to her. No matter what we say, reality won't change. Labrys falls to her knees, and finally mutters the words I was dreading she'd say. Kenn ich die Band The Bunny the Bear?
You're lying.
Ne,
This isn't
kenn ich
real.
nicht.
I'm not a machine. You're not me.
Nein, jetzt hat sie es gesagt. She's denied the truth of the Shadow's creation. With this, the Shadow's face twists with an evil rapture.
Finally, you finally said it.
Ja, auch nicht.
I can be myself.
The fuck? Warum kommt bei Ja Hammer und Sichel? Was? Okay. Das sind wahrscheinlich irgendwelche... Müsste ich mich mal informieren. Vielleicht gibt es da irgendwie eine Liste von Worten, die von dem Chat-Zeug her auf bestimmte Icons oder Emotes oder sowas verlinkt sind. Komisch. Oh weh. Wird jetzt gekämpft. Nee, erstmal Anime.
Yes, the power.
Nichts anderes triggert das. Also bisher hat es immer nur bei dem Satz getriggert. Daher. Ja. Anscheinend, ja. I'd hoped I could save her before it got to this point, but that might have been impossible anyway. Was ist denn da im Hintergrund? The fuck? It's difficult enough to confront the truth, and in her case it was accompanied by revealing the true form she'd been so desperate to hide. She's a machine, and she was forced to perform painful acts that most likely no one could ever comprehend. The truth she was avoiding wasn't just part of her personality, but her actual body itself. I can't imagine the shock she's experiencing. But now that the reality she built for herself has crumbled, I want to help her. She may be a machine, but she has a heart. Labrys has denied her past, in which she was forced to fight and kill her friends, and her pain comes out in long, echoing scream. What has to be done to a heart to cause such terrible screams? There's only one thing that we can do. Das ist eine gute Frage. Save Labrys oder accept who you truly are? Die Roboter waren vorher noch nicht da, ne? Erst seit der Zwischensequenz gerade eben. Was wollt ihr denn lieber? Save Labrys oder accept? Metalcore Band, extrem gut. Ale und First Met You. Alles klar, mach ich. Werde ich mir mal anhören. Accept. We will accept who you truly are. Oh weh. Oh weh. Also kann gut sein, dass ich ein paar Mal verliere. Ja. Weil ich kann... Ich habe absolut keine Ahnung mehr. Das. Au. Yeah, ich habe Sachen gemacht. Ich habe keine Ahnung wie. Ganz schlecht. Hey! Nice. The power that Labrys' shadow had gathered dissipates. It's over. Es war leichter als gedacht. All that's left is for Labrys to accept the darkness within her. But will she truly be able to do it? I turn around, but Labrys hasn't moved a muscle. Ist ja nicht schwer, weil sie keine hat. She had been avoiding having to watch the battle just now as well. What more can I do for her?
Labrys.
The moment I call to her.
There they are! Yukon! Labrys! Sister, Narukami-san.
Leute, Chi and Aigi-san, and not just them. Yukiko and Yosuke are right behind them. And there are even more surprises.
Man, as soon as that invisible wall thing disappeared, I knew you did it!
Yeah!
We ran into Aika-san along the way. She told us about Labrys and everything.
A little late, wasn't it? If someone told me what was going on from the start, I would have...
You fell into the TV when you were half asleep! For crying out loud, you really know how to blow it when it counts.
Hey! What'd you go and tell them for?
I don't think this is the time for that.
Naoto?
Yeah, we were surprised too. The job she was on turned out to be related to all this.
Cut, you had been missing before we went inside the TV, and the real Teddy are here. There's even Naruto, who wasn't supposed to have been able to come to Inaba. It looks like the whole investigation team has been brought back together, and I didn't know it. Everyone says that Rize had told them pretty much what had been going on. Their smiles are encouraging. I turn to speak to Labris, who has been silent all this time.
These are my friends. We've all faced our weaknesses at one time or another.
Nein, gar nicht. Der Typ da, der hat kein einziges Mal das gemacht. Nur die anderen. Labris finally responds.
Your weaknesses. You've all faced your shadows?
Everyone gathers around Labris. Labris tries to shrink away nervously, but Rize is behind her and won't let her retreat.
Sheesh, enough doom and gloom. If you don't hurry and accept her, she'll get all lonely.
But I'm a weapon who didn't want to fight. And I dragged you all into this.
You're still hung up on that? It's over already, dummy.
Your jumping skills were amazing, but you're surprisingly sensitive, aren't you?
What does that have to do with her jumping skills?
Ganz am Anfang. Schon zu lange her.
You're really cute, Labby-chan. You're so meta-luring.
Are you all listening to me? Labris needs to face her shadow now, and...
Das könnte natürlich sein, ja. This was going well at first, but now everyone's talking about different things and we're completely off topic. Of course, that's not unusual with all of us. I have to laugh and I apologize to Labris that things didn't quite wrap up as I'd hoped. Labris looks back at me with a blank expression. Can't she tell that we are not treating her any differently? I turn towards Aige-san and she meets my gaze. She nods silently, then stands before Labris. She seems slightly nervous.
Nice to meet you, Labris. Or rather, sister. I am Aegis, the 7th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon. I am your successor.
Labris jerks up and looks at Aige-san. At the same instant, Yukiko gasps in surprise.
What? Excuse me, but are you also...
Yes, I too am a robot.
It just occurred to you now?
Weren't you with her all this time, Yukiko? How did you not notice something like that? Ah, that is so like you. Once again, everyone looks towards Aige-san and Labris, the non-human sisters. Now that I see them standing together, there's something like a family resemblance. Maybe I've been wrong this whole time. If Labris is Aige-san's older sister, then should I be calling her Labris-san? Well, I guess that doesn't matter.
My mission to retrieve you has brought me here. My colleagues are waiting for you.
Are they gonna lock me up again? Well, considering all I did, of course they will.
Labris's expression darkens. I hadn't thought about it, but if Labris and Aige-san are treated as weapons, it's no surprise that there would be measures to keep them in check. But Labris shouldn't have to just accept that, if she truly is going to be locked up. I make up my mind and wait for what Aige-san has to say next, but she smiles.
We can discuss that later.